We turn it up. We hype. Yes, that's right. I'm turning 10. We riding to the end. Yeah, that's true. Hey boo, let's go party. My outfit so tea. My shoes is clean. Hey guys, welcome back to Talk with Ailani. You guys know how in every episode I always talk about this one Chelsey and how that's my cousin Chelsey. Hi, introduce yourself and tell the audience a little bit about you.
A little bit about myself. Hi, my name is Chelsey, and I think most of you guys know me as Ailani's cousin that she always likes to diss in her videos. But yeah, I have a lot of nice things about myself, so just listen to what I have to say in this video.
And also, what do you do like for school and stuff like that?
At school, I'm in the band, and I do cheer at school, and there's a lot of other clubs I'm gonna be doing soon, so just like sophomore year.
And what's something exciting about your cheer?
Something exciting about my cheer, probably the games. I actually like cheering because when I'm at games, it's just really fun. Everybody's watching you, and it's just a nice experience.
And also, she forgot to mention that she was a cheer captain.
Oh yeah, I was.
Okay.
In freshman year.
Okay, so next question. What have you done in the past? What have you done in the past 30 days that you are proud of, and why did you do it?
What I've done in the past 30 days was probably acing all my tests because I've actually have been having a good academic comeback recently, and I've been getting A's in all my schoolwork. And another thing is probably cheerleading. Since I was the cheer captain, I've also had a good accomplishment with that at my banquet, so that's something that I've done in the past 30 days.
Okay, so something that I have did in the past 30 days that I am proud of, I would probably say I went from an interview for this pop-up, like for kids entrepreneurs, and now on some few Saturdays, I'm going to be going to like places, and I'm gonna like sell my bows and my goal is to have a merchandise so I can like sell some of my t-shirts, hair bows, and all that stuff. So I'm excited about that. Okay, tell us 2 things that you are very good at that people don't know about.
2 things I'm good at. Actually, I'm good at playing the piano, and I'm also good at playing the clarinet.
Okay, 2 things that I am very good at that people may not know about me is I'm really good, according to like music, I'm really good at like kind of like freestyling, you could say. One of my songs another fun fact is one of my songs, I'm Turning Big 10, I actually freestyled that and I really liked it. I made that song in the nighttime. It was about like 11, and I went to my dad and I told him that I really wanted to make a song, so we just started recording, and I was actually on the phone with my friends, and that's why I said I'm turning Big 10, go ahead and grab all my friends, and pretty much, yeah, so that's a fun fact. And another thing that I'm good at that people may not know about me is I would say I do say that social study is my favorite subject, but I could say that I'm good at math. I don't mention that a lot, but I'm pretty good at math. Okay, so who is your biggest inspiration and why?
My biggest inspiration would be my mom because the more I grow up, I just realize that she done a lot for me, and sometimes I don't really realize it. But like when I look back and when I have conversations with her, I realize that she just really sacrificed a lot for me when I don't realize it.
Okay, so one of my biggest inspirations, I would say, now that I do cheer, I would say you're kind of my biggest inspiration because when I used to go to your games, I used to look at y'all and I used to try copying you guys and I didn't really get it a lot. So I told my mom that I wanted to do cheer, and now that I've done it, it's been really fun. Okay, so what are some things that you got told when you were younger and realized it was a lie when you got older?
Probably the tooth fairy because when my mom used to say, I could feel my mom hand going under my pillow, so I really just didn't really listen to her when she said about the tooth fairy. And another thing will probably be Santa because Christmas Day I would see my grandpa with a bunch of gifts in his hand,
Yes.
placing it under the tree. So when people talked about Santa, I just never really used to believe it.
I would agree with the Santa thing because I remember this one time we were at my house and there were gifts. There were kind of few gifts under the tree, and that morning I woke up. I got dressed in my Christmas pajama with my mom. I went downstairs and y'all came over and Grandpa had the big Christmas bag, and that's when he added all the presents. So I realized that Santa wasn't real. But at the same time, I have younger cousins and younger siblings, so I still have to like keep it cool and go along with it. And I try my best, but it's kind of hard because I get told to tell the truth all the time. Okay, so what are your beliefs about money?
My beliefs about money. I can say I actually do like money, but I realize money can have its like down ways to it. It can get you obsessed and then you just get too greedy with money, but money buys everything, so I don't really know.
For my beliefs about money, I would say, I would say my beliefs about money. You could start off with like $5, and there's a lot of things you can do with money. You can get a job to add on. You could start a business, be a young entrepreneur. You could have a job. You can do a renting business. So there's like a lot you can do, and the more you get, the more controlling you have to be, and you have to like learn how to use it, when to use it, and like mostly learn like the rules, and usually buy the things you need before the wants. So I would say that. What's one thing that brings you the most joy and happiness, and why?
One thing that brings me the most joy, I would probably say my cheer team because I did cheer. I tried out in sixth grade and I've been doing it throughout. And I've just made a lot of new friends. And I actually, like, it made me be out there more. Because before I did it, I was just, like, not doing much in school. And it helped me meet more people and be more out there involving school activities.
One thing that brings me happiness, I would say, I would say hanging out with my friends because sometimes I now realizing it. I had a lot of friends in like kindergarten, and I don't. They kind of my close friends I had in kindergarten. They kind of like moved away, and I didn't really get to see them. Like I remember I had this one best friend. I went to Girl Lodge with her for my birthday, and I haven't really seen her in a really long time. And now that I'm realizing having friends, it can kind of hurt you when they're gone. And I'm loving all the memories that I'm having with all my friends. And I'm finally realizing these are the people I want to stick with in life. And we always stick together and we're always there for each other. And we just have each other's back and motivate each other even when we're feeling down. And if they notice that we're sad or something, they just pick us back up and always put a smile on my face. So I'll pick my friends. Okay, what is one thing you do every week that feels good or satisfies you, and why?
One thing I do every week, well, some things I do on a daily, I would say like I often like stretch to make sure I still have my flexibility. And another thing I do is I go to church on Wednesdays and I do bell for my church, and then sometimes I go up to youth and I learn about God and all those type of things.
Okay, one thing that I'll say that I do every week, I'm just gonna keep it the same way as dancing because I love dancing again, and also dancing never gets old, and there's always like your own way to dance and your own ways to feel about dancing. So I would say dancing. Okay, if you were the president for the United States for 30 days, what would you do and why?
Um, if I was president for 30 days, I would say I would change like gas prices. And another thing, probably regarding ice and stuff, like there's a lot of problems going on with that. So, and it's caused a lot of controversy in some things. So, those are some things that I would change if I was president.
Some things that I would change when I was president, I would say sometimes people forget that you have your own right, and I forgot what was the word, but like self rights and rights that you were born with. So you have to remember that people can do what they want to do, and people could be unique how they want to be, and not to be judgmental and not to make them feel some type of way about themselves, because sometimes when you look at somebody and you make comments about them, that could lead them to doing a lot of bad things, like they can do bad things to themselves and hurt themselves, and that's not something this world needs. This world needs people who actually care and letting each other know that they cared, and somebody to lean on. So I would say definitely changing that. Okay, tell us one of the hardest stories and challenges you have overcome.
The hardest? Probably like when I was trying the hardest things to overcome. Okay. In middle school when I was trying out for my cheer team, I never cheered. I don't really like dancing that much. So when I was trying out for it, I was like, should I really do it? Because all my friends were trying out. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to be the only person. So I'm going to try out. But I kept on like challenging myself and kept on like practicing the material. And then because of that, I actually did make the team. So
Okay, I would say the hardest challenge that I have to overcome. Uh, A hardest challenge that I probably had to overcome is I I sleep with my mom a lot, and there was this one time I had to sleep by myself, and I was like really scared, and I was like telling myself that I could do this, but at the same time it was really hard for me, and I had to like kind of like cry myself to sleep, but I still overcome it. And before I went to sleep, I kind of like I kind of talk. Kind of talk to God, and I remember in church that they always tell us that God is always with you, and God is always protecting you, even if you don't notice it, even if you don't see it, but He's always there. And when I went to sleep, nothing really happened to me. And the thing about it, it was a Saturday, so I went to church the next day, so I felt really protected. Okay, if you had to say keep your head up and keep your head going to someone or a group of people, who will it be?
to a group of people, I would say you, because your mom puts you in like a lot of things like acting and dancing, and keep on doing it because you're gonna regret not doing it, because at least like you're being active and like getting out there more. So if you just stop randomly, you're gonna regret it. So
True. I would actually say something to me also, because yes, I do a lot of stuff, and sometimes it gets hard, and also I see a lot of stuff in life that I want to do, but again, there's always going to be a time and place to do stuff, and I'm still young, so I have to tell myself that there's time and there's going to be a place for everything, and I still have time to grow up. And like something that I really want to do, like I used to do swimming, and I stopped doing swimming so I could do other stuff, and now I'm liking the other stuff that I'm doing. So I'm gonna find time to do swimming again and have a lot of more connections. So
that's awesome.
yeah, so that's way in summer y'all don't have to be making fun of me, and y'all don't have to complain about me grabbing onto y'all in 5 feet. I'll be swimming. So yeah. Okay. So if you had to say no to one thing, what would it be and why?
No to one thing. Saying no to something, I would say probably say no to like what somebody thinks about me, because I don't really try to pay attention to what other people think of me. I just rather think about myself really, because if you say something that's trying to like bring me down, I try to like not get it into my head that much, because I know it really doesn't matter in the long run to it.
I uh I would say no. Hmm. Hmm. I would say no to to I would say no to being disrespectful to somebody, because at school I've been learning the word respectful a lot, and the real meaning of disrespectful is not approving or not accepting somebody's beliefs or accepting how somebody ways of living life. If you're being disrespectful to somebody, you're basically judging them and making them ashamed for who they are. And being disrespectful to somebody could change their life. And also, being respectful means you're accepting or you're applying for how somebody likes to live. And I feel like not everybody's going to live the same way. No matter, you guys could have connections, but you guys are not going to be exactly the same. So I feel like being disrespectful to somebody is just you're not accepting their way of living in life. So I would say that. Okay, so you ready for a game?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were stranded in a desert and you had to bring two things, water or food.
What?
If you're stranded on a desert, would you bring water or food?
Food.
Okay, and why?
Because I need food to live.
Okay.
And I know there's a hack to make salt water purify water, so I'll just do that.
Okay, I would
or
say
if there's coconuts or something, I can drink the water.
Okay, I would say food too, because if you cut in a cactus, there's actually water inside.
And a desert?
Yeah.
There's cactus in the desert?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Oh, my gosh. I thought she meant an island desert.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's my bad.
Yeah. Okay. So, if you were going to your dream place, what family member would you bring?
I would bring
three.
Okay, I would bring my mom, because I always need my mom everywhere I go. I would bring Love, because she's somebody I can trust to be with me. And I would Ailani, because I know in your last video you're I'm gonna argue with you, and I'm so I would take Chantel, the last person, because unfortunately we didn't choose me.
As soon as you said Love, I already know who the other person was gonna be, so don't worry, I'll be okay. I don't need you anyways.
Okay, I don't need you either.
So if I had to bring three people, I would bring my grandpa, because I don't really get to go on that much trips with him, and he's my dancing partner. So I'll pick my grandpa, and then I would bring my grandpa, my mom, because I sometimes I forget to take pictures and forget to make memories, and she's always going to make sure everywhere we go, even if it's in the middle of a street, let's say it's New York City, I'm going to be taking a picture. So I'll say my mom, and I would say Love, because she's gonna buy me snacks and stuff, and last minute she can buy me Robux. So yeah. Okay, last question. If you were going to a famous event or a party, which would you choose to get? Your hair, makeup done, or your nails done?
Oh, my hair done.
Okay, and why?
Because I don't really get my nails done, and I don't really wear makeup, and hair is everything. If you have a bad hairstyle, then you're just not gonna look good.
Okay,
so
how about this? Would you rather have your hair done, your lashes done, or your nails done?
My hair done, because I don't really wear lashes that much.
Okay, you're wearing them right now, but okay.
Okay.
Okay, so if I had to choose, I would choose my hair also, because my nails are really short, because I have a habit of biting them. So there's really
They call you Skittle nails.
Yeah, I don't need to be reminded. And because I don't really get my nails done that much, and I don't get longer nails, so it's what's the point of getting my nails done? And because I don't really need makeup because I'm 10.
Yeah.
So what's the point? So I just get my hair done.
That's so ironic.
And I just get my hair done.
Because yesterday, Ailani was doing her makeup yesterday.
Because I was
with
bored
my mom's makeup.
and somebody kicked me out of the room.
Because I caught you playing in my mom's makeup.
Because I was bored.
You were bored?
And I brought some from my house too.
Okay.
And I bought some from my house too. And I was on the phone with my friends and we were doing a challenge. And you were on the phone with yours too. And you kicked me out the room because you didn't want me being in the room with you because you wanted your private space.
I was in a whole nother
Okay, guys.
room.
So do you have any questions for me?
That's not.
Okay.
No.
So do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I do have a question for you.
Okay, here you go.
So when I caught you in my mom's room, like, and you said that it wasn't like my mom's makeup, but then you had a bunch of blush on your face, and then you like turned to hide away from me. So that just made you look kind of guilty, don't you think?
Okay, so I'm gonna explain myself because this is about to turn into a courtroom, I guess. So basically, I came from my house and I bought my little eyeshadow kit and stuff like that, and I was very bored, so I decided to do my nails, and I decided to do a little makeup, and I was doing a role play with my friends, and we were doing a battle, and some reason I was minding my own business. This girl gonna pop out the middle of nowhere. So I was like, Ailani, why you didn't make it? Putting a camera all in my face like paparazzi.
Can I show the photo?
Jeez.
Can I show the photo?
I don't even care.
You don't?
I really don't. Because she's trying to gaslight me. Like, what's...
I caught her. She's doing makeup. And I have a video. Let me show. Okay, here's her hiding.
No, look. Let me show you how I prove that I use.
Is this video playing?
Look at here. Look at all that.
Okay, but where'd you get the lipstick from, though? Yeah, because you look my mom's stuff.
Right here.
I'm not.
She just loves going back.
And so, are we not gonna act like you have it?
Oh my gosh.
You have it for picture day. You have it. Went to school, changed your outfit.
Do you know what's so funny? She
Anyways.
literally. What picture day did I change my outfit? I always wear the outfit that. You know what's so funny? Because Ailani. My OMG. Ailani, when yesterday night, and her mom called saying go to bed, and she was like, I don't care, I'm gonna stay up on my tablet anyway. And she put her phone on do not disturb.
No, I didn't. First of all, what happened was my mom called me, and then she was like, Chelsey was like, just put your thing on do not disturb.
No, I didn't.
And then on top of that, the other nights I'd be crying because like I don't feel like going to bed, and Chelsey be like, she's not gonna know. And I still get off my iPad anyway.
She doesn't.
And I still force myself to sleep.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, I do.
She doesn't.
Yes, I do.
She doesn't.
Yes, I do. Anyways, do you have any realistic questions for me?
Why do you? Can we play a game?
Okay.
Can you play spelling game?
Okay.
Okay,
Oh wait,
you go
first I have a question for you. What was your inspiration to do cheer?
I really didn't have an inspiration. I just wanted to try with my friends.
Okay.
Do you want to play the spelling game?
Okay, yes.
Do you want me to ask you questions?
Okay, you could ask me a question.
Can you spell yellow?
YELLOW.
Okay. Ask me a question.
I didn't know.
And
I
don't
wasn't
even make it
prepared
hard.
for this.
Don't make it hard.
Spell intelligence.
I answered that question in the car.
Spell intelligence.
INTELLIGENCE.
Okay.
Okay, my turn. Can you spell important?
IMPORTANT.
Okay.
Okay, now are we done now?
No, ask me another question.
Huh, Chelsey.
Ask me another question.
You can't do that. We can't play it. Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
Can you spell?
Oh, no, like questions.
Okay. Another question I would ask is what keeps you going?
What keeps me going is my friends telling me, Ailani, you always are doing something. That just motivates me. That just reminds me. Like, if I don't have ballet that day, my friend's like, Ailani, you always do something. and I just go do ballet right after they tell me that. So that's what keeps me going. People saying, "Oh, you do a lot of stuff."
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, guys, that's it for Talk with Ailani. Do you have your last words for people out there?
Stay motivated.
Okay. Okay, Chantel, excuse.